I'm just gonna jump into this video and be 100% real, honest, and raw. I hate the way that men are going. I hate the fact that we can't seem to follow the scriptures or listen to what God has commanded us to do as families, as individuals. I hate the fact that a third of my generation, Gen Z, has been aborted and no longer and never even had an opportunity or a chance to do something great with this world that God has given us. I hate that we openly allow satanic agendas to flood our countries, to flood our societies, to flood our households. I hate that they use the media to consume our minds, to keep us distracted, to keep us weak and miserable like unto the devil himself. I hate the fact that all of our food is poison, that you can't go to the store without having to decipher because nothing seems to tell you what's actually in it. I hate the bright colors when you're walking down the aisle. I mean, it's like when you need such bright colors and such flashy logos, and if it takes that much effort to sell a product, then why are we eating it? I hate the fact that all the candy that we feed our children is full of arsenic, and we as parents still feed it to our children. The irresponsibility, the satanic agenda that we all give heed to, and I want to talk about all of it. But what I have here today will honestly go down as maybe one of the most important videos, as this is really a call for the priesthood of men, for the re-evaluation of our rights as children, sons and daughters of God. And to be honest, I want this video to blow up. I want this video to do extremely well, not because I want my channel to succeed and I want to be able to fulfill my dreams of sharing the truth, but because nobody else has seemed to be able to make a difference with any of the information that we have. And everybody seems to be so afraid of hurting everybody else's feelings that nothing ever changes. It's in your homes, it's in the schools. I'm worried for when I have to send my kids to school, when they feed them poison and they put them in front of an iPad or some screen. I hate the fact that boys have to sit in a chair for 8 hours straight when that's not their learning style, when their testosterone is peak. So let's start with the hard truth, something to really wake you guys up. Some of you men are not owning up to what you really need to be. And this video is going to take a little bit of humility because some of this is going to be directly attacking you. Because the truth is, many of us are not owning up to what we have to do. And we just have to accept the truth. And if we can do that, our lives can be better. Maybe then we can switch these statistics on how men are leading the sides of the world right now on greater levels than we've ever seen before. So let's start with the hard truth. No one wants to say any of this because they're too afraid of being offensive. Look at the state of the modern man. If you are soft, if you are carrying excess weight, or if you've allowed your body to become a monument unto sloth, you are unfit for the mission God gave you. A man who is physically incapable cannot protect his household. He is not capable of defending his children, his wife. He cannot hold down the fort. He is not a representative of what God created for us. And for those of you who are chasing vanity, cars, clothes, jewelry, or the oversized bulky frame that looks good in a mirror but gasses out after a 100-yard dash, you are just as stagnant. You've traded utility for ego. This softening of the male physique isn't an accident. It is the result of a targeted movement, anti-testosterone, chemical-laden foods, and a sedentary lifestyle designed to create gynoplasty and baby fat in grown men. They have turned lions into house cats, and we have let them do it. The industry knows that a strong family is an unbreakable fortress. This is why the home is under a blitzkrieg. They have leveraged media to create a rift between husband and wife, teaching women to lead and men to follow, or worse, to do nothing. Now we see that many women, many men don't want to get married. Many don't even want to have children. The number one commandment God gave Adam and Eve, to multiply and replenish the earth. That same commandment passes down generation to generation even to this day. And every single one of us have the responsibility to be capable of being that man or that woman who can create that family, who can raise a child capable of carrying the weight of this godly divine mission. But there is a proclamation. It's called the family. The proclamation to the world is clear. By divine design, fathers are to preside over their families in love and righteousness, and are responsible to provide the necessities of life and protection for their families. This is not a suggestion. It is a mandate from God. The industry wants you to believe that your priesthood authority is toxic. They want you to stay quiet, stay nice, and stay out of the way, while they indoctrinate your children and dismantle your marriage. To avoid your obligation, because knowledge scares you, is a sin of cowardice. They will say things like, don't worry about getting married, enjoy your 20s. Don't have children, too expensive. Though the roles of a man and a woman are outdated and unneedful, that being the patriarch of a home, aka the defender, the provider, and the spiritual leader, is foul and sexist. They've even convinced women to carry out the largest genocide for them in history, killing more people in all of history, throughout all wars, throughout all genocides, and in just a couple of years, legalized by yours truly, the government of the United States of America, or the people under Moloch. Spiritually, they have chemically castrated our men so they do nothing about it. Look at the Christian church today, just your average Christian church, any single one. Walk into that congregation, look at all of the men. We have a plague of nice guys in the pews, men who think that being Christ-like means being a doormat, and that is a lie from the pit of hell. Jesus was not a nice guy. Love comes in many flavors. He was a good man. A man of absolute truth and righteousness, anger when it was necessary. Being nice is often just a mask for being a coward. If you're afraid of speaking the truth because it might be hurtful or controversial, you are not being charitable. You are being complicit. We are called to be kind, loving, and charitable, but we must also be powerful. A man who knows nothing because he is afraid of the weight of knowledge is a man who has surrendered his sword before the battle has even begun. The truth is, every man has a dragon to slay. For most of you, the dragon is your own comfort. You've been sold a dream of mansions and cars, material lies that Satan uses to keep you distracted. Stop looking for possessions and start looking for purpose. Your wealth should only serve one goal: providing a safe, sure, and protected environment for your family to grow without being lifted up in pride. We are not just living in another generation. We are the generation preparing for the return of Jesus Christ. This is a different time, and it requires a different kind of man. You cannot slay the dragon of this age while you are still hiding the shadows of your own fear. Rise up, confront what's holding you back, reclaim your priesthood. The king is coming, and he expects to find his servants at their post. In the family, a proclamation to the world, it says, disintegration of the family will bring upon individuals, communities, and nations the calamities foretold by ancient and modern prophets. In Joshua 1:7, it says, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the laws. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left. Or in 1 Kings 2, verse 2, I go the way of the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and shew thyself a man. With the presence of endocrine disruptors and processed foods that lead to estrogen dominance, we are seeing this physical softening, the gynoplasty, abdominal fat, this fluffy build that couldn't even be caught defending his own children. And the industry's goal entirely make you feel that all of this is impossible to combat so that you give up, showing you the lifestyles of those who have cheated, for those who are not in congruence with the Lord himself, those who have made deals with the devil, giving us role models in Hollywood who want you to worship them. None of this life is achievable unless you sell yourself to the devil himself. But they'll put it in your face anyways, make you watch the Grammys, give you circuses that make you weak, distracted. Marcus Aurelius said that a man's worth is no greater than his ambition. If your ambition is only comfort, if you don't see your life being anything greater than playing video games and watching TV shows, which I'm not saying are bad all the time, but if that's your life, if that's what you spend the most of your time doing, your worth is stagnant. But if your ambitions are the kingdom, your worth is infinite. Put first the kingdom of heaven, and all of these things that you need in your life will be added upon you. What will you say to this call, to this reignition of power? What will be your excuse? Many of you watch the world burn and you shrug your shoulders, saying, I don't know what to do, or I don't understand how we even got here. But let's be honest, you know exactly what's happening. You choose ignorance because knowledge brings responsibility. If you admit that the food is poison, you have to change your diet. If you admit that your house is out of order, you have to confront your wife and children, maybe your mom, your siblings, with love and discipline. If you admit that the industry is lying to you and actively trying to brainwash you, you have to turn off the screen. You aren't confused, you are hiding. But a true priesthood holder doesn't have the luxury of hiding. To act like you know nothing while the souls of your family are at stake is a betrayal of the highest order. Now, we love the stories of heroes, but we forget that the hero only becomes a hero because he leaves the safety of the village. You have a princess, your wife, or maybe your future wife. You've got your people, your children, your friends, your family, your future legacy. You have a dragon, the vices, smoking, food addiction, laziness, and the fear that keeps you small. the whispering of the devil saying that you are not good enough or you are not capable. But the truth is, you cannot slay this dragon unless you look it in the eye. You cannot even begin your mission until you confront the man in the mirror and then demand more from him. God didn't send you here just to get by or live the mundane life, to work that 9 to 5, helping some other man fulfill his dreams and goals, and then to do this for the rest of our lives just so that we can get our retirement benefits and do nothing with what we have left. All while we're too old to go travel or actually do anything with the power that God gave us. God sent you here to occupy, to lead, and to prepare the way. The time for nice is over, and the time for authority is now. We need Christian men who believe in God and are ready and preparing the gates for the coming of Jesus Christ. My name is Gabriel Bowman. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, or if you found any purpose through this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and also share this with a friend so we can get this out there. And I'll see you in the next video. I post 3 times a week. Don't miss a single one. Bye.